Hi, welcome back to Therapy Designs. If you're new to this channel, my name is Kelly, and this channel is all about creating print-on-demand designs using Canva. So if that is something that you're interested in, please do stick around. So today I'm going to go over how you can create this Easter holiday pillow and mock-up. So if this is something that you are interested in being able to sell, go ahead and stick around. Okay, so I want to show you something really cool that I have seen. There have been a lot of design styles, especially on Creative Fabrica, where you can see animals that sort of look like they're popping out of the frame. Now, I see these mostly on mugs. There was a whole bunch around Christmas time. There's also a whole bunch that I've seen lately with dogs and whatnot, where it kind of looks like they're breaking through a wall or whatnot. Now, because I've seen these a lot on mugs, does not mean that you can't take that same concept and use it on something else. And so, as we are approaching Easter, and people do like to do decorations for Easter, one good thing that you could do would be to make things like Easter throw pillows. And you could use some of those same ideas to decorate your Easter throw pillows. And so, right now, I'm on Creative Fabrica, and I can kind of see if I can show you what I mean here. I'm going to go ahead and do a little search here, and let's go with Easter, and let's put mugs and see if I can find what it is that I'm talking about here. And so just by putting in Easter, you can see all sorts of Easter things pop up, and there's just tons of different styles, and you tend to see sort of some repeating styles here. Here's an example of a pillow that's made, and it's got that sort of zippered look to it. I'm not super big fan of that, but you could always do that way too. I'm looking for that mug. So here's one mug. I want the Easter bunny that's popping out of the frame. Now I may have to do a little bit of a search. Here's an example of one 3D cute Easter bunny breakthrough. But I happen to know that there are some great mug designs on here. So I'm going to keep looking and see if I can find what it is I'm looking for. Okay, so here are a couple examples. These weren't the ones I'm looking for, so I'm going to keep looking, but I just wanted to show you here. So I put Easter Bunny break mugs. This one has breakthrough as two different words. I've seen people will sometimes write it with one word or two words. So when we're doing searches, sometimes you have to play with the way things are written, even if things are spelled wrong, because, different words will come up with different results. But so here is one that says 3D breakthrough. And so you can kind of see what this looks like. So if I was to click here, you can see sort of the bunnies breaking through. So not super fan of those, but that is an example of what I'm talking about. Here's another one here. These are a little bit cuter with the bunnies that sort of look like they're popping out or breaking through. And you can see how that would be used on different different things. So they're using it on like a card or whatnot, but you could use it on anything. So I want to see if I can still find the ones that I was looking for earlier. So this time I did a search and I put Easter and I put mug wrap, and mug wrap gave me a lot more of what I was looking for. So what we can see here are different mug wraps that look like the bunny is sort of breaking through, and there are a lot of different versions that you can see now. Here's some with just the eggs, more with just the eggs, but that is much better in terms of what I was looking for. Here's one right here that just has the bunny breaking through there, and so you can see what that looks like. And so what I want to do is take that same concept now, and instead of having it on a mug, I want to go ahead and see if I can put it on a pillow. And so you can always go ahead and look at some of these and say, hey, that looks really cool on one thing. Can I put it on something else and still make it look cool? And so some of these, because they're meant to be all over print, do look really good on other things such as pillows or any other all over print style. And so you can see right there, there's a bunch as I'm just kind of coming down here and looking at the different options that I have. So I'm going to come to this one right here. And there are a number of them in here. There's a couple that I really like and a couple that not so much. But this one right here in the top left corner really caught my eye. I think that one looks really nice. But as you can see, there's just a big variety. So let's go ahead and we can download this. And by the way, this is good for commercial and full POD usage. So again, this is one that you can use as is. So we will hit download. Now, it will download it as a zip file, so you will go ahead and have to open up your zip files, and you're going to have to look through each one of these one by one to figure out what you want. And as you look through them, if you find one that you like, you go ahead and just drag and drop it to your downloads. And so that's what I do when I'm trying to figure out what I want, is I will just simply go through the list one by one and look for the one that I like. So once you have gone ahead and saved the downloads that you want, I'm going to go ahead and jump over to Printify. I'm going to use Printify for the pillows here. Printful also does pillows, so you can use either one. So right now I'm on Printify, and I am on the My Products. And I'm going to go ahead over to Home and Living, and I am looking now for pillows and pillow covers. So I'm going to click that right there. And right here, you can see at the top the bestseller. This is the one that I usually use too. It's just an all over print pillow, so it's really easy to work with. And I can go ahead and select this one. It is good in the United States and Germany, it looks like, and hit start designing. Now, what I wanted to show you here when it comes to designing is what your template would have to look like. So as we're looking here, what it is it's a square pillow, but it's showing the design side by side. So you would have to design in this rectangular format where you have one image on the front and one image on the back this way. And so it's important to know how it is you want to design before you start, so that you can make sure that everything is perfect. And so I know Printful has changed its layout a few different times. Everything seems to change everything all the time. So if you're not familiar with it here, this is now what it looks like. So the way this used to work is if you scroll down on the right-hand side, it would give you the product dimensions. Now, obviously, it looks different, and so some things are a little bit harder to find. But if you go up to the top left-hand side now, you'll see this little eye in the circle. It says product info. You can click there. And then from there, what you can do is, if you want to download a design template, you can do that. And that will pull up a design template that you can then go ahead and download, so that you can see kind of the dimensions that you should be using. So I'm going to jump over to Canva, and I do know which dimensions that I want because I have done this before when it was giving me the actual sizes of the pixels that I wanted. I'm having trouble finding it right now. But the pillow, for this particular pillow, the dimensions I'm looking for are 4650. So you're looking for 4650, and then the height is 2325. And so that is what we're looking for, 4650 by 2325. And you can go ahead and hit create a design there. And so it is giving you this wide layout. And so this is the layout that you're looking for your pillows. I do have my rulers and guides up here. So if you don't have those, you can go ahead and hit Shift R on the keyboard. Shift R will pull up the rulers and guides. And then what we can do is drag a center line right there so that we can see where the center is. So what we're going to have is one image here on the front side of the pillow, and then the other image is going to be on the back side of the pillow. And you do want to make sure that you have room for some bleed around the edges as well. So what we're going to do now is go over to the left-hand side of the page where it says uploads. We will click that. And then you can go to upload files and upload the bunny pictures that you just got off of Creative Fabrica. And so here are 3 of the ones that I liked the best. I'm going to go ahead and use the bottom one here and show you guys with this one, because I think that one looks pretty cool. So I'm going to click that and close this. Now you can see how this is a mug wrap, how if I was to take this and drag it out, it would wrap around a mug. And so you would just have the bunny kind of right in the middle of the mug, and then you'd have like handle on the side, you know, there and there is where the handle would be at the back side. And so that is cool for a mug wrap. And of course, you can definitely use it as that. That's what it was intended for. But I think it would look really cool as a pillow. So what I want to do is actually take it and put this bunny more kind of right in the middle of this pillow square. And then I'm going to go ahead and crop it down. And something like that. So what this would look like is, now this is just the front side of a pillow. And what we've got is a decorative pillow, which I think is pretty cool. Now I do want, it's about the halfway point, the bunny's kind of right there, so that looks pretty cool in terms of lining it up. Once you have it the way you want, you can just click on that. If you hit Control D, it will duplicate your image, and then I can go ahead and put the bunny right on the other side. And so now here is what I have for my bunny pillow. So up here I can put Easter bunny pillow, And what we will do is go ahead and we will download this now. And so you download as is. It doesn't need to be a transparent background because it fills the whole background. So we just hit download. And then what we can do is just jump right back over to Printify. And so here I am on Printify, and I'm still on the product page. And so what I can do now is upload a design. So on the left-hand tabs here at the top, you hit upload, and what we can do, there's the product dimensions right there, 46 by 50 and 3225. Good, that's exactly what I was using. There they are. Okay, and we're just gonna go ahead and upload from my device. And we can pick our bunny pillow from our downloads. And there it is. So there is our bunny pillow. And so now if you want to, you can go ahead and go to preview up in the top right hand corner, and that will show you what it looks like. And so then right there, that is your preview of your bunny pillow. And so that is a kind of cool Easter pillow. It's definitely unique. And I have not seen this done with pillows so much as I've seen it done with mugs. So I think that that looks really cool. Definitely great for decoration around Easter. And so I could see these selling really well on Etsy or on Amazon via, let's say, via Seller Central, or if you have a Shopify shop. There's a lot of different ways that we could go with this. Even if you're on Amazon merch, by the way, you can still use this to create pillows for merch. You wouldn't have to put it on anything else. You could do it just for the pillow, maybe the pop socket, and just literally download it just for those products, and that would still make for some really cool designs. And so lots of different ways we can go with this. If you want to see how I would go ahead and create the thumbnail for this, for something like my Etsy shop, all I would do from here would be to go ahead and save this image. And so to do that, I can right click on the image and I can put save image as, and I'll just put bunny pillow. So it is saved. And so now if I wanted to go ahead and download this to my Etsy shop, by the way, I can hit save product. It will take me to this page here where I can go ahead and select what I want, put in the title, tags, whatever, pricing, and then go ahead and publish it to my Etsy shop. So I'm assuming you guys know how to do that much. If not, I've got videos probably showing that. Also, by the way, if I was to just sort of go back, so I'm back on my design to edit it really quick. So this was just for the 14 by 14. I wanted to show you guys really quick that you can select the variants here. And I would go ahead and select all the variants. If you're going to sell one, you might as well sell them all in terms of the pillows. Most throw pillows that you'll see like on a couch are usually around 18 by 18 to 20 by 20. So you're going to get the bigger sizes here, or what's going to be most typical for just like a couch throw pillow. And so some of these other ones are pretty small for a throw pillow, just so you're aware. But we'll go ahead and update that. So now you've got all of the variants here. So now if I was going to go ahead and sell this on my shop, I would be selling all of the variants there. And so I just wanted to make that little caveat. Now I'm going to go ahead though and jump right back over to Canva and show you how I would make a mock-up for this. And so for mock-ups, I usually just go ahead and make them square. And so I've used 4,000 by 4,000 pixels for my mockups. And then there's lots of different ways that you can go with this. If you go to elements, what you can do is do pillow mockup and go to photos. And you're going to see all sorts of different pillow mockups that you can use, and lots of them. There's a huge variety of different pillow mockups, and all you would do is go ahead and put your image sort of right over the top of where the pillow is. And it really is that easy. And so there's lots of those. And of course, you can add your own flourishes. You could add some Easter eggs or whatnot to it if you wanted to make it extra Eastery, or, just use ones that already have sort of that Easter color or Easter look to it. You can also go over to Creative Fabrica, by the way, and you can do a search on Creative Fabrica for, let's say, Easter pillow mockup. And so if I put Easter pillow mockup, you can see right there, here are Easter pillow mockups that I can use. You want to be careful though when you're selecting these, because your pillow has to fit on top. And so if, because it's an all over print and you're going to use your entire pillow, you probably want it to be something where you can easily have the pillow over the top of something and not have any overlapping like eggs in front like there. But lots of different choices here for things that you can use if you need some extra mock-ups. And so there's a whole bunch that you can choose from. And of course, you can create your own. And of course, you can always use the ones on Canva as well. So just tons of different ways that you could go ahead and make this. And so, I mean, I'm here, I can use any of these that I want. And if I was just to sort of show you briefly how I would do it, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and just select a basic mock-up. So here was one of the simple ones that I got off of Creative Fabrica. And it was important that it be simple. There's nothing really overlapping it. It's just sort of got the pillow and then the blue background, and there would be nothing stopping you from just doing this on your own. Really simple. But what I'm going to do then is go ahead and upload the mock-up that I got from Printify. So I can get my uploads, and I can hit upload file, and I can go to wherever it is that I saved my pillow mock-up. So whether it was on downloads or anywhere else. And there it is. So here is my mock-up pillow. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a background remover on it. So I can hit edit photo, use my background remover. And now I just have my bunny pillow. And I can crop it down to make it a little bit easier to work with. And all I'm going to do now is put my bunny pillow right over this pillow. And so you can see the shape is a little bit different because this is kind of showing the roundness of the edges a little bit more. Now I could try to do a magic eraser to get rid of the other pillow a little bit, or I can just go ahead and make this big enough to cover. And so something like that looks cool. If I want it to look really realistic, I can put a little shadow around it. So if I wanted to go ahead and do, edit photo and throw a drop shadow, for example, on here, I can do that too. Lose some of the transparency, increase the blur a little bit, keep the size relatively small, something like that. Now I will have to resize it a little bit, but now I do have my little shadow. And so something like that. And so there is my pillow mock-up. And so that's just one way that you can do it, and you can be as creative as you want with that. But that is what I wanted to show you. I'm sorry if it went a little bit long. If you have any questions, drop it in the comment section below. I try to get back to everybody as quickly as I can. I hope you guys are doing really well with your quarter 1. And next month we will be starting to talk about quarter 2. So we'll get that started in advance so you guys know what to design for at least a month, if not 2 months ahead of time. Okay, so take care. That's it for today's video. If you found that useful and would like to see more videos with helpful tips and tricks, be sure to hit like and subscribe and turn on your notifications so you don't miss any of the weekly videos. As always, keep growing and stay creative, and we'll see you next time.